Sagittarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-November 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card just to see what's going on for the lovely Saggies in mid-November. It's almost Saggy season, my friends. Let's get it going, my gods. It might be at the time you're watching this, who knows? Let's shuffle it up and see what's up. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on. So, always interesting in my opinion. Let's get this first card out. And if you are on that cusp of Scorpio and Sag, you already know, very happy birthday to you. The deck just almost exploded in my hands, and a card did pop out, and it is this Empress, which is a beautiful energy to start off with. Wow, that almost never happens where I only do like one shuffle and the cards come flying out, but I'm taking it, right? We're going to roll with it. So before we start breaking that down, though, because there's a lot of nuance there. If you're new here, I'll be speaking about the November subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. If you look at this card, it's absolutely beautiful. I always say this is very similar to the Empress. You see that lovely lady there. She is surrounded by nature, all the different animals. She has the tree of life on her back. So we do think of things like motherhood, mother figures, fertility in all its different forms. When I see the Empress, I think of abundance, blessings from spirit. So a lot of you could have something nice coming in. Regardless of what shows up in the tarot reading itself, it's nice to be cognizant and recognize the blessings of spirit. For some of you, this could be speaking about something with nature, whether it's acts of nature or connections to nature. But I like this. All cards have a duality, a positive and negative, but I'm feeling blessings and abundance with this Empress in the beginning. So let's get into tarot. We're not going to spend too much time there. I'll get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff. And yeah, that card, she really doesn't make or break the reading, but it's nice to know, right? So let's shuffle it up one time for Saggy, please. What's going on, my guys? So, last week's reading was titled An Emotional Explosion, right? Now, when I title things like that, I try to keep them as simple as possible, but I was catching that overflow of emotion. So for some of you, that could have happened in recent weeks. There might have been something you held down so long that it came bubbling out, or maybe you've just been emotionally affected in various different ways. But, I mean, obviously, energy is very fluid. You only take it how it hits for you. So we're going to hope for some optimism and positivity this week. We could be looking at your energy or someone else's. And I was seeing some emotional volatility last week, that's for sure. Let's get 3 cards, though. What do we got for Saggy? Thank you. All right, so we do have a card that could represent you. We got the King of Wands. Okay. We're going to keep moving. That could be a very important card in this spread to start us off with some fire. All right, now that's an element you're comfortable with. But after the reading I had last week, yeah, more fire. We have the Knight of Wands. So this is going to be very, very intriguing to really break this one down, Saggy. We're going to get one more out here. So those could be 2 different individuals showing up. Let's get one more. Thank you. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So at first glance, I'll say this, Sagittarius. It's looking good. It's looking okay. All right. Now, we do have a lot of detail, a lot of things to break down. But first glance, these are generally positive cards. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get that juicy intuitive stuff. So the fact that we're starting the reading off with 2 Wands Court cards, that's starting us with a bang. One or both of them could be representing you here. Now, the King of Wands, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. Energy is genderless. But when I see the King of Wands, Queens represent the inner world. The Kings represent control of their perspective suit. So when I see the King of Wands, if it's not an individual, Aries, Leo, Sag, I think of somebody who's trying to control their energy, trying to focus on something, like keep my mind focused, keep my mind straight, work on this, work on that. So that could be something you're doing in this time, right? Trying to keep your head on a swivel, head straight, focused on something. It's a big vibe here. All kings are strategists, sometimes, so to speak. But with that explosive energy I saw last week, it could still be lingering. You might be trying to get something under wraps or control something. So we want to see what's up with that King of Wands. Because in a Saggy reading, it could just represent something that's coming towards you or a way you could be feeling. Same can be said with the Knight of Wands that is right next to it. Very, very similar types of vibes. When I see this wand, it is this Knight of Wands, this is one of the fastest moving cards in the tarot deck. So it could speak about change. It could speak about shifts. It could speak about actions, whether you're taking an action, whether someone's taking an action towards you. It could also speak about communication, talks, messages. When I see the Knight of Wands, you could think of an individual that's always the life of the party, that gets a lot of attention. Like, that's a vibe we pick up with this Knight of Wands. But the dark side of the Knight of Wands is it could be combative. So it can speak about conflict, whether inner or outer. So that might be a little warning there, depending what the clarifier is. Lots of flames here in the beginning. But on the back end, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is a beautiful type of card. So much going on here, Saggy. So I don't want to say I'm feeling overwhelmed, but I feel a lot. A lot of things are affecting me. So you might be in that realm. But the Nine of Pentacles is usually a very solid, sturdy type of card. So it's nice to get this energy anchoring all this fire. It could speak about money situations, work situations, some stability coming into your life. This is one of the bigger cards of independence. Like somebody saying like, hey, I could do it on my own, or I'm going to do it on my own. Like, this is for me to worry about type of energy. But I like her. Like, she is a very abundant type of energy, similar to the Empress that I was picking up in the very beginning. So could this be something really good coming towards you with all the fire, the Knight of Wands ending with the Nine of Pentacles? That could absolutely be the case. Something nice could be coming, but we need to pull more detail. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, so we're going to get a good shuffle here for Saggy and see what's going on. I hope it's something nice coming for your birthday season, which is right around the corner. What do we got for Saggy, please? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, all readings are about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this King of Wands. And yes, if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Saggy, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind. You won't be stepping on my toes. All right, King of Wands. And another quick note with a king and a knight, like this could represent something or someone maturing or an energy like gaining traction. So let's see what we got. Why is this king here? I don't want to get too carried away here. All right, we have the World. All right, there could be something that you really are wanting to bring a close to, stop, end, or pass judgment on. That's one thing I'm feeling here. For some of you, there could be something going on like on the world stage that you're just sick and tired of, or there could be someone you're connected to that is like very much keyed into world events. But when we see the World card, we think about a possible closing of a cycle. So just know that could be at play. For some of you, there could be certain cycles closing out. There could be certain situations or things ending here, okay? Or there could just be something that you are ready to just pass your judgment on and say, you know what, it's time to bring this world energy out. It's time to close this down. It's time to shut this down type of vibe. So do with that what you will, Saggy, but that's something I'm picking up here. We're going to see if it persists, because remember, when we look at these spreads, it could be talking about past, present, future, or an evolution of something. But there are possible endings and closeouts here, okay, whether it's something within yourself or a situation or issue. So I want to see what's going on. Just keep your eyes open. There could be various endings happening. But we're going to go in on this Knight of Wands. I don't want to overspeak that. And yeah, for some of you, it could just be a person that's super bought into world events or what's going on in the world today. We're going to see what's up with the Knight of Wands, though. So why is it here for Saggy? Interesting that we're starting with that type of vibe. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, this could be a little bit of a warning. We have the reverse portion of the Eight of Wands. For some of you, you could be, you know, there could be a lot of stop and go, or somebody or something second guessing themselves. Like, should I do this? Should I not? Should I stop? Should I go? Back, forth, back, forth. There can also be some sort of like tough type of talk, like an important or serious conversation or talk coming in here. Like, slow it down. Hold your horses. We got to talk about this. We got to clear this up. That's a vibe I'm picking up. Now, the Eight of Wands in reverse, it can usually speak about something staying still, not moving, not changing, sure. But when I see it next to this Knight of Wands, these are embodying opposite energies here. So to me, it does feel like You might be of two minds about something, or you might be second guessing or something, or stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. There's a lot of this flip-floppy energy here. So once again, this is a little bit of a caution. And if it is talking about conversation, like the way this Eight of Wands reverse side looks in this deck, like you see the lightning, the rain, just beware. There could be some like serious level, important level conversations or talks. Hopefully it's not a conflict that spins out of hand. I want to see what's up with the Nine of Pentacles. I'm not trying to claim or call in that energy for you, my friends, but there might be a little bit of tumultuousness afoot. So let's see what's up with that Nine of Pentacles. I mean, last week's reading was an emotional explosion, so that's still lingering a little bit. So why is this Nine of Pentacles here? With the stop, go, stop, go. Hopefully you're not getting delays. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Yeah, the deck's being specific now. There we go. Yeah, Tower, shake-up. There could be a big shake-up of some sort, Saggy, for sure. Now, I do feel for some of you, this could be a really good surprise, a really good shock. So I will just say in this time, expect the unexpected. Now, the Nine of Pentacles, once again, very sturdy with the Tower underneath it. I will say, like, this is a tower warning that there could be various different towers popping up, things you don't see coming, things you don't expect, but I always preach it. Not every tower is bad. So for some of you, this could be something shockingly good, like something you didn't see coming that comes in for you that is extremely positive. But when I see the World, the Eight of Wands in reverse, like for some of you, it could be talking about upheaval, it could be talking about an ending. So this could be a serious warning on the back end, especially with the foundation of this card and the Tower. The energy of shock and ending is still lingering. Okay, let's go through and do a quick recap here, Saggy, because we got a lot going on. We have a lot of fire here. Now, this Tower does complicate the energy a little bit, but we'll go through and then we'll get into the Shadow card. But just beware of those energies. In position number one, we have the King of Wands with the World card in the upright. Like I said, it could just be somebody or yourself that's really interested in world events or the world stage. But I am picking up the intuitive vibe of somebody passing judgment. That could be something that's coming to an end, somebody deciding to stop something, whether it's within themselves or the outside. There could be various different cycles, closing, things ending here. So just know that. Moving to the center, we have the Knight of Wands with the Eight of Wands in reverse. Is this right? Is this wrong? Stop, go, back, forth. There could be various different delays as well. But I am also picking up like possible conflict or important or serious topic talks that kind of go off the rails. So beware of that vibe. Especially when we get to the back end. Like I said, this is a bit more of a serious warning with the Nine of Pentacles and the Tower. If we're being very optimistic, and I do feel like for some of you, in this time, expect the unexpected. There could be good towers coming in, good dynamic shifts, dynamic changes, but for some of you, it might be going the other way. So just beware. There could be the energy of shock, shocking situations, shocking issues, things popping up out of nowhere. It's a Tower warning. So please do with that what you will. Hopefully good ones. I'll wish for good ones for you. We're going to get you one Shadow card. But when we get the World card, when we get the Tower in the same spread, just watch out for endings, okay? Because with the Tower back there, it could be something ending in a fashion you didn't expect, like in a shocking way. So let's get one Shadow card here for you, Saggy. What's going on for Saggy in the shadows? Yeah, still using the Shadowland Tarot, which is an awesome deck. Interesting vibe here, Saggy. What's going on? What's in the shadows? Thank you. Okay, we have this Empress energy showing up again. So we had it in the very beginning of the spread with this one. Now, literally in the shadows, we have the Empress once again. So we're starting the reading and closing it off. This could easily just be Spirit trying to keep your head in a good place, keep your mind right, keep things going like, hey, focus on the positive, focus on the blessings, focus on what you do have in this time. That could absolutely be something Spirit's saying. Now, what else can it speak about? Issues with a mother figure, issues with stability, because the Empress in reverse could be upheaval. We saw it with the Towers. But if it's not a Taurus, if it's not a mother figure, this Empress in the shadows does say, like, hey, just beware, things could be popping up, or there could be a lot of upheaval. Maybe there's just some sort of link to a mother figure that is lingering in the shadow, right? It's all very personal, so only take it how it hits for you, Saggy. But focus on the blessings in life, regardless of what you're going through. I know that's easier said than done, but try your best. And Saggy, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give the details, the November subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the October subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced the day after Halloween, November 1st. But for November, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Vice Versa Tarot once again. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, what are you most grateful for? 'Tis the season, am I right, my friends? That's all you need to do to enter. And at the end of November, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. My friends, as always, much love, and I'll see you next time.